fired up for today. The Giants win 10 in a row, but to play at the plate. Can we play that play? Do you have that play up?
And you know who I want to reach out to today? I want to reach out to Mr. Broderick. I know he's out there somewhere. Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart's a great ball player. I want to hear what he has to say. This is like Mr. Boston. He's the guy who told me, Joey, Mookie Betts.
Who the hell is Mr. Broderick?
And Mr. Broderick is Mr. New England, okay? And he told me beforehand, he goes, Mookie Betts is one of the greatest ball players since Ted Williams that the Red Sox have ever seen. The Dodgers got one of the great ones. We totally whiffed on this one. And I want to hear what Marcus Smart means to someone like him. Because to your point, B, these Bostonians are proud. Proud.
You got to play from the bottom of the fifth inning. Here's a controversy at Oracle Park yesterday.
Either out of the base hit. Tatis has got a good arm. Here's a throw. It's out line, and they got him.
San Francisco is challenging, blocking at the plate.
From here, you can see he sets up right in the middle of the base path. That forces an outside route from Sable, and that's blocking the plate.
We're going to call a violation on the blocking. The run is scored.
I mean, this is just...
So
you give me your thoughts.
Well, Blake Sable, it actually ruined the game for me.
Why?
That play ruined the game for me. I just want to see fair, competitive baseball. And I don't care if it's my team or not. I'm taking a homer cap off. That was crap. What happened to San Diego yesterday was bull crap. And we saw it 2 nights in a row. Jonah Heim got in Texas, and the Texas Rangers got jobbed in Chicago. Even the White Sox announcer saying, boy, they were no homers there. They were like, yeah, that's a bad call.
Yeah.
That's a bad call. Yesterday, Tatis Jr. had Blake Sable out by a mile.
Yeah,
during 99-mile-an-hour speed.
Yeah.
Now, the ball took Gary Sanchez up the line. The ball beat the runner by at least 5 feet. By at least 5 feet.
Absolutely.
So if Gary Sanchez, what is he supposed to do? I thought, and we're going to have George Contos on at 8:30. He broke it down so well on Giants Post-Game Live last night on NBC Sports Bay Area. He broke it down so well. He was pissed, too, because he said it ruined the game for him, basically. He basically could not stop thinking about it. And I was the same way. I'm thinking, gosh, that changed the game. It was the entire game.
And
Giants score 4 in that inning.
Well, no,
and they go on and they win the game.
In baseball fashion, when there's a big blown call or a big error, what happens on the very next play? Jock hits a single and 2-run score.
Well, no, somebody else hit the single. Jock hit the single on that play.
You get what I'm saying. Jock hits a single, 2-run score, and it's a totally different game.
Totally different game. And now
they would have been out of the inning.
They would have been out of the inning, and the Padres would have went to the clubhouse or the dugout with a lot of momentum.
Yes.
Tatis Jr. with another seed. I think he leads all the baseball with the outfield assists. He's hosing people
Moving
left and
him
right.
to right field is a game changer.
It's a game changer. And you get to that dugout, you're saying, all right, it's only 1-0. You see Yu Darvish when that play was out. When the play happened, you see Yu Darvish behind Gary Sanchez, fist pump. Hell yeah, I got out this inning. Yeah. Let's go. Let's flip this thing. Let's flip this series. And you screw the momentum up. Look, I'm not being a homer here. Mike Krukow, I love him. Full homer right there. We all know. Where's the feel? Where's the common sense? Where's the feel of the game?
There's the letter of the law, and then there's the spirit of the rule. The spirit of the rule is to say, just to keep catchers safe, which we all agree. We all agree. We want to see our catchers be safe. They're not wearing collision gear like football. They're wearing ball deflective gear, okay? Yep. Those masks and that gear, put it on, and you let someone run at you from 180 feet away, and you tell me if that's collision gear or if that's ball deflective gear. Now, that being said, Bonte, that is a horrific call. Okay, because we've lost common sense. The ball beats him by 5 to 8 steps. He's dead to rights. Here's what I would say to a lot of people. Okay, forget the throw coming from the outfield. Let's say the throw comes from the first baseman, and the runner, Blake Sable, stops in his tracks. Hypothetically, I've got the ball, and now we're in a rundown situation. Am I supposed to give him a lane on a rundown situation? Yeah. No, I run at him with 2 hands, ball on glove, and boom, try to place a tag on him. And here's the irony. There was a slight window. He could have slid past the bag, and as he's sliding, lift the left-hand shoulder over. To me, the throw brings him into the line. The ball beats him by 5 to 8 steps. We've lost common sense. We've lost common sense. And to me, this is a classic, hey, the letter of the law says X, Y, and Z. Yeah, but the spirit of the rule is actually being adjudicated improperly here.
All right, let's hear from Bob Melvin and Gabe Kapler on the play. Go ahead, Spinoni. Whatever order you have. Giants manager Gabe Kapler.
I'm 100% with
Padres manager Bob Melvin.
There wasn't a clear lane to the plate. Essentially, the rule as we understand it is if the catcher's left foot is on the outside of the line without the baseball, he's not providing a clear lane to the plate for the base runner. So that's what we saw on video. That's what it looked like in real time. And Seems like they got the call right on the field, but that's just our interpretation.
Do you like,
or they got the call right on replay.
Right. Do you like the spirit of that rule? Like you said, they may have gotten it right and you challenged it accordingly, but do you think that's what the intent of the rule is? Does that come into play in that particular sequence?
I don't get too subjective about rules. It's not my role or my responsibility to analyze them. It's more like, how can we be good within the construct of those rules?
Did you like the send by Hallberg? Obviously 2 outs, but Tatis with the cannon.
Without question, it's the right play. When you do have 2 outs, you're going to make an outfielder throw you out of the plate more times than not, and Mark's been great with that call. I thought that was a fine one as well.
There's got to be some feel involved for something like that. It's an awful call and it had an impact on the game.
From your viewpoint, why shouldn't it have been called based on the fact the runner was out by so much? Or
I think all the way around. The base runner's way down the line towards their dugout. At some point in time, you have to go get him. The throw took him up the line as well. Based on where he started, it looked like they showed the replay from when the throw was already on the way. And as a catcher, you have to have some feel for that. You got to also understand the impact and where the runner was, and it just, to me, was just one of the worst calls I've seen this year.
Is it, and that you guys, if it had all gone the same, you would have won 2-1. You did leave a lot of runners on base.
You never know where the game's going to go, but at that point in time, it's 1-0. U's out of the inning, and there aren't 3 more runs on the board.
For me, understanding they don't have to award him that run, they overturn based on.
I think there's a lot of interpretation involved, and that's where the field becomes. You have to have some feel for that. It was an obvious play. It was an obvious out.
Was there any explanation
No.
related to you from New York?
He is spot on. Everything Bob Melvin said there, I completely agree with. To
100%.
me, there is someone looking at it in a booth with zero emotion, who's never either played catcher or come around.
In New York, by the way.
Zero feel, zero understanding the spirit of the rule. And Gabe Kapler, by the way, great follow-up question by JD regarding the spirit of the rule there. And Gabe Kapler kind of sidestepping it. To me, Gabe, I love you.
He knows what's up.
You use the algorithm in the way that James Harden does the circle around.
I just asked this. If that was the Giants on the
we
other
would be
side,
furious.
if that was Blake Sable at catcher and Gary Sanchez running down the baseline, we'd be hot saying he beat Gary Sanchez by 5 feet.
I'll take
so let's
it.
play it both ways.
I know.
Be objective. Be objective for once. That was a terrible rule. And I'm not going to lie, it kind of ruined the game for me.
I don't know about I wouldn't go that
ruined
far.
the game for me. I wanted to see a 1-0 game. I wanted to go into the 6th inning. Okay, there's some adversity here. Let's go. That's big-time baseball right there. You got to reward a guy like that for making a throw. That pissed me off. It really did. That's not right. 2 nights in a row we see this? 2 nights in a row?
It's a shame. It's embarrassing.
Give me some common sense for once. All right,